Australia, in a time that's part of us all, yet gone forever.
You know nothing about life!
A place of adventure.
Your car's blowing!
Of excitement.
Yeah, play two up, don't you?
Stay right where you are!
I need 3 shillings and I won £5. Don't!
A land of harsh punishment.
No!
Of joys.
Happy birthday, Mum.
And sorrows. A land of back-breaking work.
Bet you he'll never make it. He's stronger than he looks.
In the unforgiving bush.
Where's Pop?
This is the world of Mick, a RatBag hero.
Don't get me wrong, I'm no hero. I'm just an ordinary bloke trying to cope with life. Of one thing I'm certain, there's no better place than living in the bush. Here, by the River Murray. Myself, me brother Frizzy, Mum, Pop and Unc. We come here because the men have got a job cutting timber for the sawmill at Echuca. And here's where the story starts. Reckon the river's up again?
I don't trust the Murray. Don't you, Mum?
Never trust a river.
What are you cooking, Mum?
The word is you, not ya.
What are you cooking, Mum?
I'm making a birthday cake.
Whose birthday?
3 guesses.
Mine?
No, you've had yours this year.
So have you?
It's not Pop's, is it?
No. It's mine.
How old are you, Mum?
Haha. Now that'd be telling, wouldn't it?
You'd be 30, wouldn't you?
That's a lot.
Yeah, you were 17 when you had me. You told me once.
No flies on you, eh, Mick? Yeah, 30. No cow grows as old as that. That's what your granddad used to say.
Why?
Because they get slaughtered before they become too tough.
Happy birthday, Mum.
Happy birthday, Mum.
Mick, I need some more bark for the camp oven. You get me some?
Come on. Did you see that, Frizz? Frizzy? Oh, I gotta catch up with you. Frizzy! Come on, Frizzy. You know we're not allowed here. Want to get murdered? I know you're here because the dogs are here. Come on! Stop shooting, no? You!
Broke me leg.
You didn't!
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't! Look, we made a promise never to come back here, right? I wish you'd broken your neck, you stupid galah. What do you reckon Pop will do if he ever finds out we came here? Skin us alive, he will. Skin us alive.
I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, soft as a feather on the summer air. I see her tripping where the bright streams play.
Who is it?
Come on, try and read it. You know some of the letters. That one there's a T.
Holy dilly, what a night.
I got something drying before I catch my death of cold.
It's pouring down. This time of year too, you wouldn't credit it, eh? Oh, Christ. What a place to put it.
You got to put it where it's needed, Frank.
You could have warned it, bloke, couldn't you?
Bob didn't need a warning.
Yeah, well, your brother's a lucky man, Mag. Always was.
Your dinner's cold and I can't warm it up.
Well, you make a bloke feel real welcome, Mag. Some galah made a right mess of the Teamsters camp. Broke into the Coolgardie safe. Bullet holes in the roof. Harry's gun was left lying on the ground. Must have been a flaming lunatic. I mean, why would he slash the chaff bags with a knife?
No, they buzzed.
What? What did you say? What do you know about it, son?
Oh, no. You didn't go into the Teamsters camp, did you? And that shot, did you fire that?
He did. I didn't, Mum. I never.
How many times have I told you blokes to stay clear of that camp, eh? Now, how many times do you need telling? Right. Get over here, the both of you. Come on.
I hurt me foot.
Yeah, well, this'll hurt some more now. Come on now. And take off those bloody hats. Now, get over here. Oh, RatBag, that's what you are. RatBag. That's what you are. Oh, flaming RatBag.
Pop never listened to what you had to say. Often wondered why Mum had ever married him. Still, if she hadn't, Frizz and me, we wouldn't have been. Unc's a decent bloke. I really like Uncle Bob.
The river's up.
What'd you expect? Still, us worrying won't change anything. Okay, boss. What's the matter?
It's raining cats and dogs upstream. River's gonna flood. You better pack up and get out.
What, now?
Haven't got much time. Flood was expected to reach here by Wednesday.
Yeah, righto, boss.
We didn't go with the others, though they'd offered. Pop was going to borrow a horse and cart and a dinghy, and we'd find our own way to Echuca.
Where's he got to? Something must have happened.
He's got lost, I reckon.
Mick, don't say things like that.
Look, he'll be all right. He always is.
Why didn't he accept the Teamster's offer?
Because he would have been the only one, sis. Yeah, pretty rough lot.
Well, what do we do if he doesn't show?
Well, look, all right, if worst comes to worst, we'll just leave our stuff. We'll make our way to Gundry's homestead in the morning. All right? Then we can just cooee across the river.
Oh, I don't think I can stand another night in this wilderness.
Always shifting like the gypsies, from one place to the next. Didn't bother me, but I guess it bothered Mum. I myself, I love the river and the bush, and I was sorry we had to leave. But one day, I'd be back. I was sure of that. It was hard to think that in a day or so, this place would be all flooded. That the river, now so gentle and quiet, it'd turn into a raging current. Yeah, you got boozed up, I bet.
Go on, ask him.
Ask him yourself.
What happened to your eye?
Oh, first wagon I hired, the horse bolted, broke the shaft. Whack! So I had to go all the way to Pacola to get this one, and the horse... Oh, you don't reckon that I never touched a drop.
Did I say you did?
Hey, pull up where those blokes are.
Why? One's a cop, you know.
What, guilty conscience, have you?
Don't you like cops?
Nah, they give me the shivers. Give one man power over another man just brings the worst out in him.
I've got to speak to Cocky Brown on account of he's the owner of what we're sitting in.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Mr. Brown. How you going? Like running into you. Saves me coming round. I was wondering if you could spare your horse and wagon for a few more days. I'm thinking of going to Echuca.
I don't know. I need old Rufus here to cart some superphosphate.
You wouldn't have a place to rent around here.
What? Here? Pacola? Why?
I'd like to stay.
Well, it so happens there is a place a couple of miles from here. It ain't much, but it's close to town. It's got 4 rooms and a veranda.
You renting it out again?
Sure. No point in standing empty.
Bertha's cat. Only that one's got a tail.
I'll leave it be.
How come the previous tenant left?
Gone to a better world. Rest his soul.
Oh. When was that?
A couple of months ago, found him lying on the floor when I come to collect the rent. Gave me a shock, I tell you.
Jeez, Meg, what's got into you?
I'm sick of shifting, Frank.
The place is a bloody dump.
We've lived in worse before. We can make it nice.
Oh. What do you want?
Well, I thought you ought to know. Bloke died in here.
We all have to die sometime.
Buzz off, this is a private talk. Christ, Meg, what kind of work do you reckon a bloke's going to find around here? At Pacola. It's the end of the bloody earth. Here's nothing.
You haven't even tried.
Your trouble is you don't consider all the things that need to be considered. But Echuca, there's a sawmill at Echuca.
Yeah. And a dozen pubs.
Yeah, well, the bloke's entitled to relax after a hard day's work.
Relax, that's what you call it, is it?
For heaven's sakes, Meg. I tell you, it's not safe for a woman to live alone in a place like this.
I'm used to being alone, Frank.
Yeah, but here, there's plenty of RatBags roaming around these days, and you're miles from any help.
Then why don't you stay? How much?
7 and 6pence a week. That includes carting water from the creek in the Furphy tank.
We'll take it, thanks. We'll close off the front 2 rooms if you don't mind. They can't be used, the floorboards are all rotten.
Yeah, whatever you like.
You ready to make tracks, are you, Bob?
Now?
Well, it's nothing to keep me here. Besides, I want to be in Echuca as soon as I can.
You can't walk all night.
Who says?
So I'm going to drop into Mum and tell her what's been happening. Don't worry, sis. You might be off your head, but I'm not going to desert you. Nor's he.
Can't, Frizzy. Mum needs some forward. And so Mum had her way. Don't think it made her happy, though. Still, whatever was to happen, we had to weather it. And to tell you the truth, I wasn't sorry to see Pop go.
Mum, when's Pop coming back?
I don't know.
I don't like it here.
Oh, shut up.
I wish we'd gone with him.
Everybody sometimes got to stay in a place they don't like. It's only bad when you don't try and get out. When you give in.
I'm not giving in.
You've got to have a dream. You know, a dream of what you want to do one day. And then you've got to work to make it come true.
Do you have one? Dream?
Oh, I have lots of dreams. Lots of dreams when I was your age.
Did you? What did you dream of, Mum?
You really want to know? I wanted to be a singer.
Singer?
Yeah. You know, like Nellie Melba.
Who's she?
Never mind. Gave it all up when I met your Pop.
I'd like to know how to make music.
Perhaps you could learn to play one day.
I'd love to be able to play the fiddle.
You mean the violin?
Why? Why do you want a fiddle?
Because music makes people happy, Frizzy. And we can all do with a bit of that.
Mum never went anywhere. I did the shopping for her, and I had to get back fast because she was sort of scared being on her own with no one else around but Frizzy and the dogs.
Did you get everything?
Sure did.
Good.
Glad to see you got the mongrels tied up.
Oh, don't worry, they don't bite.
What was the first time?
Ruby, Dixie, quiet!
I don't like dogs, never have. See this? Bitten off by a flaming kelpie. I shot the bitch that did that. Name's Constable McIntosh. What's yours?
Kelsall. Mrs.
Is your husband home?
No. No, he's not. Why?
Well, I have to inform you that it's compulsory for kids under 14 to go to school. Now, I happen to know you've got a boy under that age. If you don't send him, you're going to have trouble with the authorities.
Don't worry. He'll go to school as soon as I'm ready.
How old's the older one?
He's turned 14.
Has he? Can you prove that?
Yes. Since when do the police go around hounding kids? Have you run out of crooks?
Just doing my duty, ma'am. Tell you what, nice cup of tea wouldn't go amiss now.
Well, if you'd like a nice cup of tea, I suggest you go home to your wife. I'm sure she'd be glad to brew a pot for you.
Mummy, Mummy!
What on earth did you do?
He bit me, Mum.
I told you not to touch that cat.
Well, I'll leave you to it, missus. And don't forget, send your kid to school.
Oh, what did you do? If you'd done nothing, she wouldn't have bitten you. Oh, come on, son, I want the truth. Frizzy, I want an answer.
I tried to cut off her tail.
What did you say?
Cut off her tail.
You tried to cut off her tail? You didn't. The poor cat. Why'd you do a thing like that?
So she looked like Aunt Bertha's cat.
What serves you right? She scratched you. That was a dreadful thing to do. Don't you ever be cruel to animals, you hear? They're God's creatures, and God loves animals, and he hates cruelty. He's up there in the sky, and he's watching you. He will punish you. Now you stay there. I'll get the ointment.
Hey, look! Mick, look! What's that?
That's God. He's come to look for you.
He isn't.
Yes, he is.
Sorry, God. Sorry.
You reckon he'll check up? The cop, on my age, I mean.
Don't see how he can.
Is he gone?
Yeah, he's gone. You can come out.
Has who gone?
Oh, the airplane. Come on, you're safe.
I'm stuck.
No, you're not.
I am.
Come on. Wriggle a bit. Wriggle. Oh. Whew, you reckon if we tie some rope around his legs, we can pull him out?
Here, let me have a look. Go on, you get out of here.
How you going, missus? Come to collect the rent. See if the tank needs filling.
Oh, am I glad you're here. Frizzy's got himself into a bit of bother. He's wedged underneath the house.
Wedged?
Like a cork in a bloody bottle.
Mick, don't you swear, you hear?
Well, if he's managed to get himself in there, he ought to be able to get out.
No, he can't. His flannel's all bunched up.
Well, I reckon we ought to dig him out.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
Well, can't we just lift up the floorboards? They're all rotten anyway.
No, too much damage, too expensive. Well, you gonna give us a hand, young fella?
Yep.
There's a shovel and a crowbar in the car. Tell you what, this could take a long time on account of the ground being as hard as a rock. But we'll get him out, don't you worry.
How are you, Grant?
Hello, Mick. How are you, love? Oh, good, good.
Mom!
Hello, lovely. Oh, I just wanted to see for myself what you're up to. Bob had a couple of days off, so he was able to bring me over.
You got a job?
Yep.
And Frank?
Dunno. We split up. He, went up to a chuka on his own.
Come on inside and I'll fill you in. Oh, Mum, it's good to see you.
What do you think of my horse?
It's not bad. When'd you get him?
Yesterday. He was going up the knackery, so I got him cheap, you know? His name's Charlie.
The knackery.
Yeah. Previous owner reckons he's a rogue, but he isn't. He's got to treat him right and he's as good as gold.
You, do you feel like giving us a hand? We've got a kid stuck down here. We've been digging for 2 hours trying to get him out.
Let's hope the house doesn't collapse after all that digging.
Oh, there you are. Come on, let me have a look at you.
Oh, Frizzy,
my
look
goodness.
at you.
You have been in the wars. Oh, your mum's been telling me what a scallywag you've been.
Oh, let's clean it up.
A bit late to start carting water now. You got enough for a few more days, you reckon?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll manage.
Oh.
Oh, and the wife will be asking me for the rent.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm really grateful for all your help. Would you like another cup of tea?
Oh, no, you're right. I was telling the young lad here if he wants a couple of bob now and again, he can give us a hand in the market garden.
Well, thanks very much, but I need him here. Thanks all the same, but he is the man around the house.
Certainly, Mrs. Kelso, certainly. Well, goodbye, all.
Bye-bye. Thanks very much.
See ya, mate.
Oh, Bob, would you mind getting my things in from the cart?
Sure.
I see you'll be staying here.
Oh, yes. Well, if you'll have me.
Right, yeah, take those in and you can help me feed the horse later if you like. Give him a rest before I go out again.
You going back today?
Yep. And a rest for the wicked, eh?
But have you considered what people will think? A young woman living by herself,
Young woman.
without a husband. It's bound to set tongues wagging.
Oh, let them wag.
Maggie, Frank is not a bad husband. He's never looked at another woman. He's never beaten you. Well, maybe he does go to the pub, but perhaps it's the company he likes. Your brother's no different.
Go on, big ears. You read the paper, you might learn something.
Look, Grant. This thing's full of gas. That's why I can fly.
Like some politicians I could mention.
Can they fly?
No, but they're full of gas.
Why? Why are they full of gas?
I don't know, maybe they've got indigestion.
Look, Gran. I saw God today. That's him.
Oh, is that a fact?
That thing in front, that's what he chews you up with. You go into his belly here, and then he poos you out here.
Oh, Frizzy.
What makes you think God looks like that?
We saw him, Gran. We saw him, didn't we?
I don't know what the parson would say. He'd most probably have a fit.
You didn't see God, stupid. You saw an aeroplane.
No. An aeroplane's a machine with a man sitting in it, flying it.
That's right. And he may think he's God Almighty, but he isn't.
Must be a roo or a fox.
Can't see anyone.
It's a black fella with a spear.
It's a ghost. You know that bloke that died here? He's come back to haunt us.
Oh, Mick, be quiet.
I wish Pop was here. I just wish he was. He'd go out and clobber him.
No one there, I reckon. And if there was someone, he's gone.
Thank God for that.
And if you run away from school, you'll get such a hiding, even if your dad's not here, you won't be able to sit down for a week.
You hear what your mother says, Frizzy?
Why is Mick not coming?
Yeah, why isn't he going, mate?
Got no clothes for him. Don't want him going to school in rags. Anyway, I can give him lessons at home. Done it before, haven't I? And you used to teach me, Mum, remember?
Yeah.
A couple of weeks or so are gone. And still no sign from Pop. No cheque from the sawmill neither. Nothing. Gran tried to help a bit here and there, but things were getting pretty tough. And I reckon Mum was worried, though she never said. I was thinking, Mum, I could earn some money.
Could you now?
Yeah, Cocky Brown said he'd give me a job. You don't know, do you, when Pop'll send some?
Nor do we know how long your gran will stay. When she's not around, I need you here.
Yeah, but then when she goes off again, well, I could quit, couldn't I? I could hand in my notice. Easy.
I'd expect you to do a man's job, fella. Oh, can you drive an horse? I might want you to cart some manure.
Of course I can.
Have you ever driven an horse before?
Oh, yeah, my uncle showed me once. Well, he's good with horses.
6 days a week, 8-hour day. God, the smoke can be the death of me. And you can start straight away.
Suits me.
Oh. Now I want you to break off all the clods in this here paddock. Now all the clods have to be broken up. I'll get on with the ploughing. Whoa!
What happened? What was wrong with it?
Belt breaks sometimes. The belt that activates the pump. Progress. See, sometimes I wonder. Anything that can go wrong sure does with this there here machine. Still, I got to humour her. She's pumping water from the bore. Without her, I'd be lost for sure.
Pop always says hard work doesn't kill anyone. Tell you what, working for Cocky Brown just about proved him wrong. After the first day, I thought I'd never make it. I did a man's job, that's for sure. Though Cocky Brown never paid full wages. Still, I'll tell you what, me muscles toughened.
You wouldn't know what's going on these days. That wife of mine, she drags me off for the pictures at Nathalia last week. You wouldn't credit it. The goings-on they showed. Disgusting. That's what I call it, real disgusting. They had what you call one of those ballets in it. So this bloke comes out on stage, and he starts leaping round like a roo having a fit. And he slows down, and the Sheila comes out and starts to tiptoe around him. Real good-looking sort she was. Little skirt stuck out. And you could tell he was interested. You know. So he runs at her, grabs her between the legs, lifts her up over his head, and then he puts her down. And his other Sheilas come out and grab her. Well, after cavorting around a bit, they drag her off stage out of the way. What's the matter, son? Can't you handle it?
No, just slip here.
You'll have to do better than that, mate.
Yeah, that's the spirit, mate.
grow up, I'll have lots of money, and you can have it, Mum.
Thanks, Frizzy. We got a cheque from the mill where your father works today.
Which mill?
The Chuka sawmill. And Gran will soon be leaving.
Yes, we had a letter from your Aunt Myrtle. Her baby's coming soon and the doctor's worried there might be complications.
What's that? Complications?
Never you mind. Get on with what you're doing.
I know how babies are born, Gran.
Oh, do you now?
I know, 'cause I've seen Ruby have her pups. I know how they come out, but how do they get in?
You watch Ruby and Dixie, you'll find
Now,
out.
that's enough from you two. Frizzy, get on with your sums.
Please don't go, Gran.
Aunt Myrtle needs Gran's help. She also helped when you and Mick were born.
Have you?
I've helped lots of babies, Frizzy.
When will you be going?
Well, there's 2 trains out a week and the next one's on Thursday. Oh, and Meg, now that you're getting the money from Frank and I won't be here, I think Mick should be at home. So, Mick, you give in your notice.
I've got to tell him. I'm going to do it now. Look, it's the crown. It's
Hey,
about
could you
me.
look after him, mate? See that nothing happens? I've got to follow a call of nature. Take a while to have that fixed. And with the new crop in, well, you just have to water and be hand. I can't help you, son. My breathing's not what it used to be.
Look, I've got to quit. Got to hand me notice.
You can't mean it, mate. I need you now more than ever.
Yo, me Gran's leaving. My mum needs me at home.
Well, surely she can spare you for a couple more days.
Nah, I don't think she can. Sorry.
Come on. Let's go to bed. Get some sleep, hey? Let's check everything's shut. If he looks like getting in, you stand on one side of the door, I'll stand on the other, okay? Now, Frizzy, you go and hide under the table. Nothing's gonna hurt you, okay? Go on. Hit as hard as you can, Mick. I'll do the same from the other side. Go away! If you don't go away, I'll shoot you through the door! I'm not alone! Go away,
saw his face. It's a ruddy cop.
We're going to take up Gran's offer. Stay at her place till things are sorted out.
But there's no train tomorrow.
We'll ask Cocky Brown if we can stay in his shed at night, sleep there.
Can Ruby and Dixie come?
No, they can't. They'll have to stay here. Guard our things.
Your mum's place, eh? Well, I don't mind loaning me horse and dray when you're ready to shift your stuff. But how are you going to pay for it? I tell you what. I need someone to help me with the new plans on account of the pump's not working. How about Mick staying on for a week or two? How you going, son?
All right, but my shoulder's a bit sore.
Here's the other one.
Look, I've got to go to Picola, buy some meat and feed me dogs.
But you've been gone for hours.
Well, we agreed to it, didn't we?
I tell you what, I've got an old bike you can have. That'll speed things up.
Righto. Dixie! Ruby! Dixie! Ruby! Dixie! Ruby? Dixie! Dixie! Ruby! Dixie! Oh, oh my dogs! Oh. Dixie. I'd have to come back and bury Ruby and little Dixie. And I just wish we'd never stayed here in this rotten, lousy dump. We're a mad cop proud around at night. I'm no hero. I was scared. Pop! How are you going, Pop?
All right.
Sure is good to see you.
You missed me, did you? I missed you too. It's the whole ruddy lot of yous.
Never thought I'd be glad to see old Pop turn up. He changed somehow. For a start, he too was glad to see me. And he didn't mind showing it. I reckon he'd be missing us. Just as we'd be missing him.
Doc Ellie.
Mum had managed to find a house which was cheap to rent. It wasn't fit to live in, really, but she was going to change all that. She'd had lots of practice turning a dump into some kind of home. She said it was in a real convenient spot and close to the local school.
You little monkey.
And it'll only take you 15 minutes walk, if that.
But Mum, I don't have time to go to school.
Oh, yes, you have.
Well, I've got other things to do.
Like what?
Well, you want me to earn some money, don't you? With my rabbity.
Mick, there are other things more important now.
Oh, yeah, but...
We'll have no cheek from you, young man. I want you to get somewhere in life, and for that you need an education.
You can go rabbiting on the weekend, son.
Well, there's a job going for a paper boy. Seen it advertised in a store around the corner.
Well, for that you'd need your bike, and yours is out of action, isn't it?
Well, I can easily fix it.
Well, you do that, son. That's a shot. No reason why you can't do the job and go to school as well.
Oh, but Frank...
Well, getting up early never killed anyone. Well, better buzz around and see if the position's still vacant.
Oh, all right. While you're there, you'd better drop in at the butcher's. After all this hard work, we'll need a decent meal.
Did you get it?
Start on Monday. Come on, let's get a meet.
Look what the cat's brought in. What's your name?
What's it to you?
I'll get you one day. I'll tear you limb from limb. You watch it.
Drop dead. You never run, you hear? You never run from Sheila's. Righto?
I'll club her one day.
You do that.
Yeah, what do you want?
Pound of chopped sanks and some bones for soup.
Coming up. Haven't seen you here before?
No, I've just moved in at the commercial hotel.
Okay. What's your father do? Got a job?
Yeah, he works at a chicken store.
No, that's not the way you do it. I'll show you. You've got to use the edge. The flat side makes too much wind, and he knows it's coming. I'll be showing. See the colour of your money first. Can't be too careful these days.
Sam Singh is my name. Is the deal lady for me?
What are you selling, Mr. Singh?
Ah, I'm selling what people are wanting all their lives. Razor blades and knives, trinkets, chains and earrings, buttons, threads and needles. I've ointment for rheumatic pains, medicine for coughs and weeping eyes. I have a mixture that will cure all ills. It comes from India, from the holy waters of the Himalayas. God bless, my dear lady.
We don't want anything. It's all fly-blowing, full of maggots. Why didn't you check what he was selling you?
The world is a wicked place. God will punish. Mark my words.
I want you to take them back and get some decent chops. Tell him we don't eat rubbish. Someone should throw them in his face.
Mum reckons you sold us maggots.
Maggots. Well, this meat was perfectly all right when it left the shop. What happened between here and your home is not my responsibility.
Well, we did nothing.
You must have, love. Mr. Craven's an honest man.
Sorry, fellas. No exchange. Oh!
Unroll! Unroll! Freeze, 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 freeze!
That's what you get for giving us maggot
Scott! That's where you are! Rosie! Scott!
His actual name is Ernest, though he's usually called Mick.
Ernest.
And this here is Frank.
Frank and Ernest. Let's hope they live up to what they have been called. Are you an earnest boy, serious, dedicated to your studies? And you, Frank, are you honest, truthful? No man is omen, eh? Let me impress 3 words upon you, my boys. Discipline, diligence, punctuality. Important. Is that clear?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
I can't hear you.
Speak up, both of you.
Yes, sir.
And neat dress and cleanliness.
There's no need to tell me. Sir.
It so happens that a new teacher is starting on Monday. Ernest here will be her student. I don't want him to stand out from the rest of them.
He won't. You can be sure of that.
Meg. Hey, son. Rise and shine. Brought you a cuppa to wake you up. We don't want to be late on your first day and make a bad impression. Don't I get any thanks?
Thanks, Pop.
Sit, all of you. Quietly, if you please. You make a noise like a horde of stampeding elephants. Well, now, you band of scholars, I am going to leave you in Miss Mackenzie's most capable hands. She will try and imbue you with some knowledge, God help her. And I want none of you, do you hear me? None of you to give her cause for complaint. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Well, Miss Mackenzie, I will be next door, behind this little window here, and should you need any assistance, please do not hesitate. We are here to help. Aha! And who has arrived at last in these hallowed halls? I thought the new leading light of this illustrious gathering was missing. Well, Ernest, an example will be made on this, your first day in these halls of learning. Tardy scholar is your name. Who's to blame if you get the cane? Who needs a dose of yellow soap? It stings, it hurts, it makes you buck. Ernest, I will see you after school. Jonathan and Cliff, I wish to delegate to you a position of some responsibility. I take it you can be trusted?
Yes, sir.
From now on, I wish you to report to me anybody who is ever late for school. Write them down, hand me the list.
Yes, sir.
Over to you, Miss Mac. Carry on.
Sit down, Ernest. Over here.
He's gonna get it!
Wait till I get you, Tiger.
Think, boy, think. God gave you a brain, don't let it go to waste. No, 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 no! Pay attention, Ernest. Concentrate. If the man in question receives £3, 12 shillings and sixpence per week, how much will he receive if he is discharged after 3.5 days? Work out the daily wage first of all. How do you do that?
Divide £3, 12 and 6.
Admirable, my dear child. A genius has been born. A mathematical genius.
I'd like a word with you, Headmaster.
Very well. Dismiss. But make no mistake, tomorrow I want this question solved. Do you hear?
Yes, sir. Goodbye, sir.
If I see you hit that boy again like that, I'll report you to the authorities.
Cluck, cluck, mother hen. When you've been here a little longer, you'll see there's only one way to get some knowledge into the skulls of these local boys, and that's by force.
Remains to be seen, doesn't it?
And the teacher's real nice. You'd like her, Mum. Not scared of old Bally. She tells him what to do, takes her side. I reckon she's the best teacher I've ever had.
Better not let her down then, eh?
She's got a real nice voice, too. It's real clear. Like some kind of bird. I reckon all the kids like it. And she's got nice teeth. You can see them when she smiles.
Can't judge a woman by her teeth, mate. She's not a horse.
Uncle, what are you doing here?
Just come to stay for a couple of days. Seems you got room enough.
Did you lose your job?
Nah, quit. Blake's gotta be free sometime. Gonna be my own boss. Should have seen about doing a bit of rabbiting. You wanna come?
Sure.
No, he won't. I don't want him to be a no-hoper. Not like Summer could mention.
Don't want to get on your high horse, sis. Hurts when you fall down.
Art never gives a damn about anything. I envy him sometimes. He's free. Free like some kind of bird. You never know where he's flown off to, and then, suddenly, he turns up again. Right out of the blue.
Don't just stand there, mate. Go and ring the bell.
Where's the flaming fire plug? There isn't one.
Wrath of God. It was bound to happen. My husband's been saying it for years. You asked for it, you girl.
Hey, let her go!
I can fiddle a better string than that, mate.
You'll be late again, and Baldy will slaughter you.
You think I care?
Twice late. Twice within a fortnight. Shame on you, Ernest. Shame.
Please, sir. There was a fire.
Ha! And if the whole of Mohammed went up in smoke and flames, no reason to be late. Hold out your hand. And the other.
Deep in the
That'll teach you to be a liar.
river, that's where the dead men lie. Under the banks where the shadows quiver, that's where the dead men lie.
Silence! Come on, you two, hurry up, hurry up. Get in there, to your places. It may surprise you to know that there are others in this building trying to concentrate. No need to shout. Like savages! Miss Mackenzie, I would be grateful if you would control your charges.
Sorry, sir.
Please, sir. Mrs. Carlton's here and would like a word with you.
Oh, yeah, I'll be with her presently. Carry on, Miss Mackenzie.
Deep in the yellow, flowing river.
Yeah, well, let's just see how he likes that.
Mick! What have you done? That won't achieve anything. What do you think Headmaster will do when he finds out? I can't cover up for you when he asks me what's happened. Do you know a place where canes like this are sold?
Yeah, I reckon.
How long will it take you to get there, if you take your bike?
About 20 minutes.
Right. You'll miss out on your break. Serves you right. And pray Headmaster won't miss his cane till you're back. Let me have it. Now, I want you to take a good look at this. It's called On the Wallaby Track. And it was painted by a man called Frederick McCubbin. Because I want you to write a story on these people. How they moved to the bush. How they managed. What it meant for them. I want you to use your imagination.
Miss Mackenzie, have you seen my cane?
Yes. Here it is.
Thank you. Life wouldn't be the same without it, would it? Carry on.
Right. That's your exercise books. Hello, Mick. Still here?
Yeah, I thought I'd thank you, miss, for giving me the money to buy the cane. Oh, I've still got your change.
Thanks.
Can I carry it for you?
It'll be hard. You've got your bike.
No, I can manage. I was wondering if I could do you a favour. Well, I can't pay you back the money, but I could get you some firewood. I could fish or some rabbits even.
Thanks, Mick. I'll keep it in mind. But there is one thing you could do that would make me very happy. Learn. While you've got the chance, learn as much as you can. Oh, it doesn't mean you can't have fun, and it'll help build a future. You aren't stupid, Mick, and don't believe anyone who makes you feel you are. We've only got one life. We mustn't waste it. The world is too beautiful a place. Do you understand? Will you promise me?
Yeah. It's a great painting you got here, miss. Never seen the likes of it.
Yeah, I love it too.
It'd be great to be able to paint.
Would you like to paint?
Yeah, but I can't draw a straight line.
Oh, yes, you can. Why don't you paint a picture of the bush?
Nah. Got no paint box anyway. Life was pretty good. To make it better still, Gran shouted us to the picture show. It was called Tall Timbers, and it was a beauty. I got the paper rounds all sorted out. Could have done them in me sleep. I knew who read the papers I delivered. And which dogs tried to take a chunk off you, and which wouldn't. Christmas was coming up, and the holidays.
And so another year has gone. Ask yourselves, what have I achieved? Some of you, as well you know, next to nothing. Despite my labours and those of your teachers, some of you have not been promoted. During the holidays, I want you to reflect. It is our duty as good Christians to work hard. And even in this God-forsaken place, we must never cease to strive to make this colony of old England prosper, so that our dear mother country can be proud of us.
And what do you do in your holidays, Mick?
Don't know yet. Well, I might be going bush with my father and my Uncle Bob, felling trees.
What about your paper round?
John's taken over.
Felling trees?
Yep. Gotta learn how to do it.
I love the bush.
So do I. Best place in the world, I reckon.
Even if I were a man, I don't think I could bring myself to cut down the trees.
Couldn't you?
No. It's hard to destroy something you love, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose it is. Never thought of it that way.
I've got a present for you, Mick. But don't you tell anybody about it, do you hear? Over the past few months, you've helped me quite a bit. So I want you to have this. Merry Christmas, Mick. You like paints, don't you?
Thanks, miss. Thanks very much. And so Christmas came and went. I got a second-hand pair of boots I didn't like to wear, but they come in handy, as you'll see. Pop and Unc were setting out for another job felling timber. Pop wanted me to come along, so I couldn't get into trouble during the holidays. Beats me what he meant by that.
Well, at least there's no booze on board.
Righto, when you get...
What about food supplies? You haven't packed them yet?
Yeah, well, we'll stock up in Mathara. Save the horse cart and extra weight.
Yeah, I mean, the butter would melt, the meat would go off. It's going to be pretty hot.
Yeah, hot. Yeah. Well, we best be off. Here, Mac. Look after yourself.
Always do.
You're the man of the house now, son. Leaving you in charge.
Righto, Pop.
See you soon, Mum.
Be careful now, Mick. Frank, keep an eye on him.
That's all right, son. We got a bit of business in town. Four steps.
Hey, good on you, Mick. Never forget the horse, eh? Just drop that end. Fluid wouldn't go straight.
Have another gargle, mate.
Makes a man grow poetical, doesn't it?
As you'll find out one day. Thanks, mate.
Which way now? Oh, wake up! Where to now?
So where are we?
I don't know.
Thirst's killing me.
This is all there is. Drunk the other stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's that way, I reckon.
Don't you know?
Mate, when you think about it, who knows anything? Just leave it to the horse. He knows the way.
Come on, Charlie. Come on.
Righto, Mick. Time allocan's over. Might as well make yourself useful, son.
No rest for the wicked, eh?
Right. Now, Bob and me will be off shortly. And when you finish the washing up, I want you to pack the tucker bag and make sure the fire's out. Double sure. There's one big danger in the forest, son, and that is fire. Then you can come and help me and Bob down the filming side.
Where's that?
Just follow the creek, mate. You can't miss it.
Righto.
Thousand to one chance you get hit by a fallen tree.
Just like his mum, better safe than sorry.
How's the tea?
Yeah, that's about it.
Let's have a breather.
Thanks.
After this, you chop the slovens, stack the heads.
Yeah, righto.
I'll show you, mate. Don't worry.
Hey, get stuck into it.
It won't bite you, no, it hasn't got any teeth.
Hey, don't go hurting yourself. Otherwise, I won't hear the end of it from your mum. We want no injuries.
Mum's the word you hear, the less said the better. I couldn't let the poor thing starve to death, could I? Oh well, looks like it's roast lamb for tea.
Fire! Fire! Unc! There's a fire! There's fire.
Nick, cover yourself up, otherwise you'll get frizzled.
Yeah.
Here, mate, put on your boots. Go on.
Start off, burn off now.
Oh, that'll set the Red Bull roaring.
Where's Pop?
Oh, he'll be around somewhere, mate, don't worry.
You all right?
Huh? Never better.
Some of it.
We're damn lucky the wind changed direction when it did.
Yeah, I reckon. We wouldn't have had a hope of stopping it if it hadn't.
Thanks be to God, no lives were lost.
Yeah, too right, you can say that again.
One day, mark my words, this whole state will go up in flames. I can see it coming, and God help us all.
I wonder what started it.
Some idiot forgetting to blow out a match or chucking away a fag. Did you see anyone when you're out and about, son?
Nah. Nah.
Oh, look, it was probably just a bit of glass in the sun heating up. Something like that.
Oh, it's happened. Acts like a prism. Collects all the heat and away you go.
Guess we'll never know.
Well, you better shift your stuff and get started on the other strip. I'll have the trees we want marked for you by tomorrow.
Yeah, righto, boss. Oh, listen, when you go, can you take Mick with you?
Oh, sure. You're back to school, eh, Mick?
Yep.
Listen, mate, when you get home, not a word to your mum about us staying at the Mathara pub. #1 rule in the bush, no dobbing. All right? Good man.
Listen, son, here's some advice for you. Don't be a fool like your old man and me and try and make a fortune from working in the bush. All you do is work your guts out. Enough. No, son, get a job in town, a bank or something. Here.
Thanks.
Don't thank me, thank your uncle. Tim said you've earned it. Yeah.
Let me have a look at you. Should never let you go with your pop.
It wasn't Pop's fault there was a fire, Mum.
I know, but still.
Oh, I've got something for you. It's my earnings. Thought you could use it. Couldn't you?
You should keep some for yourself. Buy some the new want.
And after the roaring fire, and the trees stand there, and everything looks black and grey and dead. But the trees are still alive. They're very tough. It's not like when they're felled for timber. They still have their roots in the ground, and that saves them. Soon, first shoots come out and put green spots onto the grey. And then the leaves come, and the animals come back. And there are only black trunks that tell us that there was a fire. That's why I love the bush. It doesn't give in if it has a chance to go on living. Good work, Mick. Just your spelling needs a little attention. Right you are. Dismissed.
Shorty! Give me my habit, Shorty! Give me my... Can't have it, can't have it!
Leave me alone! Get lost! Go and get the mail!
Am I hurting you, Am I hurting you? Look, just leave it alone!
Put me down!
You want to make something of it? Let me go! Let me go! Just let him go.
Why don't you go and tell your lady love? Tell Miss Matt.
Right. Get off!
Coward! You want to put the boots in, do you? Come inside!
Say inside.
Hold out your hand. And the other one. And after school you will write 100 times, I must not use my boots.
Mick, what's wrong with your hand?
Nothing.
Then why can't you hold the fork?
It's nothing, Mum.
Let me see. It's swollen.
What do you hit him with a cane?
Why? What had you done?
Nothing.
Mick, even he doesn't hit you for nothing.
Just got into a fight.
I've told you 100 times, never get into fights.
Sometimes you can't help it, Mum.
Just don't mix with bullies.
He was helping me.
Will you shut up, Mick? Helping you. So it was you who started it.
It wasn't me. It was Jonathan and Cliff. I hate them. They're mongrels. They always pick on me because I'm little.
Jonathan? Is that Mr. Craggy's son? Was he punished too?
No fear. Baldy would never touch them.
Right. That's it, I'm going to have a word with him.
But, Mum...
No son of mine will be unjustly treated by the likes of him.
They'll call me a whinger. I'll be right.
I know you will, but that's not the point. I've put up with that gentleman for long enough now. And if the worst comes to the worst, I'll be taking you out of school.
But you said I ought to learn something.
It's not the only place you can get an education.
The school in Echuca's miles away.
Just let me handle this. I'll see him first thing in the morning.
Tomorrow's Saturday, Mum.
And what difference does that make? If there's one thing I can't stand, it's injustice.
I can deal with it myself. I'm not kidding anymore, Mum.
Yes, dear lady.
Don't you dear lady me. The name is Council, as you well know.
And what can I do for you?
Yesterday, you saw fit to cane my eldest son.
And he deserved every stroke.
Did he now?
Yes. In my school, the putting in of boots is fervently discouraged.
Well, for a start, my son wasn't wearing boots.
A figure of speech, dear lady. Mrs. Kelsall.
Thanks for telling me. And those other boys, Jonathan and Cliff, they'd just be standing there doing nothing, would they? Poor little innocents.
Come, madam.
I'd be the last to object to a good caning if it was deserved. But you don't even bother to find out the truth before you punish him.
That's an unknown concept to your son.
Are you calling him a habitual liar, then?
A liar for convenience's sake.
Well, from now on, don't let that worry you. I'll be taking him out of school.
You can't do that.
Just you watch me.
I'll report you to the authorities.
You go right ahead. We'll be ready for you on every count. We'll hire a solicitor. And let me warn you, if you ever treat my other son unfairly, it'll be me reporting you to the authorities. Come on, Mick.
Hello, Mick. G'day, miss. I've got something for you. It's in paint.
Oh, Mick.
What's for you?
It's beautiful.
Because you got me the paint box.
Thanks, Mick. Thanks very much.
But don't tell the other kids about it.
Oh, no. I'll take it home with me. Come on. Tell me about your plans.
RatBag Hero continues next Sunday when Mick gets sprung in a two-up game.
I need 3 shillings and I won £5. Don't!
Hard times mean Mick must leave school to work on the river.
Bet you he'll never make it. He's stronger than he looks.
Adventures with a raging bull, a runaway truck, and the timber cutters, until tragedy changes everything.
You'll be right, Pop. You'll be right. And so am I.
The superb final chapter of RatBag Hero, next Sunday evening at 6:30.
Next on 7, for the first time on television, Bette Midler and Barbara Hershey star in Beaches. And for more divine Midler madness, be with us tomorrow night for Down and Out in Beverly Hills, a hilarious story of a nouveau-rich Beverly Hills couple. The confusion begins when a tramp falls into their swimming pool. He's rescued, and from that moment on brings the most incredible changes to everyone in the household. Bette Midler, Richard Dreyfuss and Nick Nolte. Down and Out in Beverly Hills, tomorrow night, 8:30 on 7.
And so, my education was sort of finished. Well, at school at least. You never stop learning, do you? As I found out when I looked for work.
You got the experience, boy?
Sort of. Well, I worked in a market garden at Pecola.
Yeah, buono, molto buono. When I was a boy like you, I wanted to be a singer. But my papa said that we come to this country to work, not to sing. And he was right. Work is good for you. Singing is good for the soul, but work is good for the stomach, eh? Watch the fence. You live a long way from here, don't you?
Yeah.
If you like, you sleep at the shed. Save you traveling.
Righto.
Now, I'll pay you 6 shillings a day. Start at 7, finish at 5 o'clock.
7?
Yeah, it's good to start early. Hey, Vic. You know him?
It's me uncle.
Yeah, good. Very good.
You leave him to me, boss. I'll look after him.
All right, Jimmy. Very good.
Well, I could sleep there in his shed. He said he'd clean out the blood and bone and all the chemicals.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, well, it'd save me riding all that distance every day, wouldn't it?
You're tired, are you?
No, it's just me bike's nearly busted. And it won't last much longer.
That means you'd be home only Sundays.
There's no harm in that. As long as you can stay out of trouble. Can we rely on that?
Are you sure you'd be all right? You'd have to cook your own meals. Have you thought about that?
Well, I've cooked for Pop and Up.
Yeah. And you could do with a bit of practice.
How are you?
Oh,
speak of the devil. Oh, just in time for tea. So, how's the fellow working?
Coming along.
Hey, listen, I got a friend outside. Can I bring her in?
No, you can't.
Brizzy? Come inside at once.
She won't bite him, sis.
She's not setting a foot inside this house. Now, please, take her away.
Well, you're scared her skin's going to rub off and spoil your first-class furniture, are you?
Why don't you shut up?
This may be a dump, but it's a decent place. And I won't entertain your women, black or white.
Well, for a start, she's not my woman. I was just giving her a lift from the hospital. But if she was, what of it? Huh? You know, once you get to know them, their skin's as white as ours.
You heard what your sister said.
Wowzerish lot, I should have known. Hey, don't you ever think just because your skin's a different colour, you got some divine right to think you're something better.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
Stop it, both of you!
Damned if I understand so-called human nature. You like to make an easy quid, mate. Now play 2 up, don't you?
Don't listen to him, Mick. Gambling is a sin before the Lord.
Only if you lose. No, he's old enough to make up your own mind, aren't you?
Gambling and booze has led many a man to ruin, and it's against the law.
You gotta give yourself a chance, mate. I mean, the law's been made by those who've cheated the poor since time began. Anyway, you can make more with gambling in a few hours than you can slaving here for a whole month. And you don't get a sore back with dirty fingers. Think about that for a while.
So, where is this to our school?
It's just down Shinban Alley.
Nah, Mum never let me. Besides, you know she hates gambling.
Well, she wouldn't have to know, mate. There's a game Sunday afternoon.
Sunday?
The day of the Lord. Don't let the devil tempt you.
There's that bloke. Met him in Sunday school today.
Who's your friend?
You bring your dog again, eh?
It's not my dog. He's his own boss, that one.
Comes when we start, knocks off when we leave.
He's a real good working dog.
Yeah, well, I don't like him piddle on my plants, eh?
Can't you control your mob, mate?
Stan, he's a load of trouble.
We don't want him here again.
Oh, yeah, and what are you going to do about it? Run to your dirt-grubbing boss?
Look, just get on your way, that's all I'm saying, all right?
Yeah, and all I'm saying is keep your flea-ridden mongrel out of the way, because my Cindy's on heat.
Is she? Bad luck, mate. Oh, now, come on, you wouldn't want to spoil their fun, would you?
That's it, Rupert! Go get him, boy! Come on! There! That ought to teach him a lesson, I'd reckon.
Yeah, someone will do that to you.
Hang on a minute. I got a word. Oh, yeah? You heard what your mate said. It's time someone taught you a lesson now, you useless gubbar. Lucky day, do you, black boy? Well, you're wrong. Want some more? Come on, you useless scum. Get up!
Get up, Jimmy. Come on, it's not worth the trouble. Come on.
You'll be sorry. You'll all be sorry.
Bad loser, that one.
The drover.
Like all bullies.
Sure know how to fight.
Yep, soon I'll go to Melbourne and have some proper training.
You gonna be a boxer?
Yeah, white fella respects you if you can use your fists. That's my nan. Don't make a noise or she'll be mad at us.
Why's she doing that?
Makes it sound like insects and the fish come up to the surface.
Sure works, doesn't it?
Yeah. How you going, Nan? This is Mick.
What shall I call her?
Nan, of course. What else?
G'day, Nan. How are you?
Mick's a mate of mine.
It's a beaut fish you got there. You like fish? Sure do. Don't catch any good ones, though. Just some little catfish.
Here, have it.
Thanks.
Where the hell did he spring from?
Mr. Sabatini! Mister! Mr. Sabatini!
Oh!
Well, there's a flyman bull in your paddock.
A bull? What's he doing there?
Quick, I'll show you.
Oh! How did he get in?
Someone got the fence.
Oh, yeah? Well, you get him out.
You're joking, aren't you?
Oh, big, brave Australians, eh? All of you.
Well, why don't you get him out?
Listen, it's not my fault he's here.
Nor ours, neither.
You pick the fight with Stan, so he sent the bull.
Oh. Well, you don't know that for sure, do you?
You want all the vegetables ruined, eh?
No. Look, we agreed to pick cabbages for you, not charge raging bulls. We want danger money.
Danger money, eh? Yeah. Am I gonna get more money in the market, eh?
Well, if we go on strike, you won't get anything, will you?
Strike? You want to strike? Mamma mia. You're lucky you got a job. Lots of blokes will be happy to shift a little bull.
Well, not us. Sorry.
Go! Shoot! Shoot!
Must be Jack Carson's bull. Ask him to go and get him.
Damn the bull. Damn the lettuce. Damn Australia.
Excuse me?
What do you want, son?
Is Bob right there?
Look, kid, nick off. Get on home to Mum.
Oh, he'll be right, Jeremy. He's family. No worries.
Hey, you're starting early, aren't you, love? You sure you drove over years there? Well, never mind. You'll be lucky. I can see it.
Chinroya, there we go. Chinroya, come with us.
Well, I'll leave you to it. Women's not wanted here.
Hey, Bob this time. Look at this, I've won about 4 pounds.
Have you now? Well, careful you don't get tossed, mate.
Police here, stay right where you are.
Got your money?
Yeah.
Well, nearly got us that time.
Yeah, we're damn lucky.
I don't be too sure, mate. Sometimes the cops stand outside and watch who's going in. When they can't grab you at the time, they get you later.
Think him.
Cross my heart and hope to die. Got a headache, have you?
rotten place makes me sick. So do bugs and rats, you can't get rid of them.
You'll find something else if you keep on trying.
They all want too much money.
Just got to keep on trying.
There. £5 ought to help. Where'd you get this? Mick? Look. Look what Mick just gave me. £5.
Did you steal it?
No.
Where'd it come from, son? Don't tell me you fell off the back of a lorry. Well, come on, out with it.
Well, I went to a two-up school. You what?
Did you say a two-up school?
Who took you? No one.
Who told you about it, son? I'll teach you to go wasting good money.
But I won! I had 3 shillings and I won £5. Don't!
Don't you protect him, Mag.
It's not him who needs punishing, it's the stupid fool who tempted him.
Too soft on him.
Where is this place? Down Chimbone Alley. I'll tell the police about it. They know. They raided it.
Right. That's it. You're coming with me. I meant to tell you that there's a job cutting boxwood up the river about 20 mile out of town.
But you'll be gone for weeks. Both of you.
Your Grant can move in with you?
One could shift in too.
No, he's coming along with us. We met at the pub last night. He was the one who teed it up.
So where's Charlie?
Oh, he's gone the way of all horse flesh, mate. All flesh, for that matter.
He's dead.
Yeah. Gotta face it, mate. Days of the horse are over. Progress is here to stay.
You sent him to the knackery.
Yeah. Better off dead than with someone who doesn't know how to handle him, you know.
Was it this time, mate?
She'll be right, mate.
Listen, this bloke we're going to work for, this Farley.
Yeah?
We're going to have to watch he doesn't try and diddle us out of our hard-earned cash when the time comes to be paid, mate.
Well, how do you make that out?
Well, he's in some kind of financial trouble.
He's right. Let's get going.
Give me a horse any day.
sword, take your feet off the ground. Don't push. Get into the swing of it. Come on. Go. Wait till she starts to fall before you walk off. Don't run. Now when you move off, look over your shoulder. Beware of fallen limbs. All right?
So, how do you feel cutting your first tree?
All right, I suppose. It's a shot. We'll make a timber cutter out of you yet.
Oh no, you don't want that, mate. You just whack it straight in the ashes. Gives it a special kind of flavour.
Yeah. You wouldn't mind going home for a couple of days?
Mummy's boy. Thought you'd grown out of that, mate. Can't cling to her apron strings forever, you know.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't hurt just to see how she's getting on, would it?
Ah, she'll be all right, mate. She always is. She's used to being on her own.
Well, it doesn't mean she likes it, does it?
Hey, mate, you know your son's an expert on women's feelings? Listen, mate, you want to first get yourself a Sheila before you go making these big pronouncements.
Yeah, well, maybe I don't want a Sheila.
Oh, don't you? Oh. Well, that explains everything. I think I don't know what you're up to, mate, when you go skipping off there into the bush, painting those pretty little pictures of yours. What are you going to do next, mate? Needlework or something?
Who cares what he thinks?
Vic! Hey! Vic! Where are you? Your tucker's ready! Vic! Come on, stop playing hard to get.
Oh, no. You wouldn't, would he?
Mick! Frank! Frank!
No, please don't let him drown.
Mick! Where are you?
It's, looks like he might have gone for a swim and something happened.
What's he doing having a dip now?
What are you doing? You can't swim.
We deserve to drown. There he is.
Flaming mongrel. Don't you ever do that to me again, all right? Or I'll murder you. And what was I going to tell your mum, huh?
Hey, look. Franca che sale. Franca che sale. Ooh.
Yeah, it's me. It's Mag. She's in hospital. Hang on, mate, we're coming with you.
Yes, it's cancer, I'm afraid. We've done all we could, but she's riddled.
Come on, there's got to be something more you can do.
Well, not much, Mr. Kelsall. Look, there's a ray treatment, but you'd have to go to Melbourne for that.
Right, would that cure her?
Well, it might extend the time she's got.
Well, how long's that?
Well, it's very hard to be precise. Anywhere from 6 months to a year. 2 years.
She never told me she was crook. She never said a word.
She might have hoped it would go away if she ignored it.
That's not like her. She's always faced up to things. That older. She's never shirked anything. Come on, son. We've got some business to attend to. If that treatment in Melbourne helps, then she'll go to Melbourne.
Reckon someone's home.
Yes, sir. Mr. Farley? We'll wait till you're done, no hurry.
I don't think your tally of wood's correct.
Oh, well, why didn't you turn up and check for yourself? Or were you hoping we get sick of waiting and go elsewhere?
There's nothing wrong with this, Bill. We're not trying to diddle anyone. Now, we're playing fair by you. We want you to play fair by us. Well, for a start, you've run up an account at the butcher's there. £7. That'll have to be deducted.
£7? What do you... We haven't bought a scrap of meat in all the time we've worked for you.
That's not what he says. Someone's used our names.
I wonder who gave it to him.
There's your check. Hey, hang on. This isn't valid till next month. I can't help that. I've got people owing me.
Hey, we need some money and we need it now. We want to get something to eat. Now, what do you suggest we do? Go and rob a bank?
Or do you want us to sit on your doorstep and wait till you pay the full amount in cash? It's up to you. All right. I'll give you each £1.
Hey, what about the lad? He did his share.
But I'll deduct it from your check. Come on. Listen, you go back to Gran. I've got some business to attend to. You coming?
No, I got someone I want to see.
Yeah. One for you, Frizzy? Thank you. Yeah, mate.
So she had an operation, did she?
Yeah.
What did they do to her?
I'll tell you about it later. You know, looking back, I should have known there was something wrong. I should have made sure that she went to see the doctor. But you never think. I wish I could take her place. She's still so young. It's not fair. God's ways are very hard sometimes.
She'll be right, Gran. She'll beat it. She won't give in. Never does. She's a real fighter. So how's old Wally treating you? Leaving you alone? I won't forget when she faced up to him. Told him to leave me be. Should never let you down.
Where's your father? Gone back to the hospital?
Nah. Reckon he's elsewhere. He's got a bit of cash.
No. I've got to get back tomorrow. Can't let down the mill.
Well, if your wife's that sick, that's special circumstances. What do you think, Tom?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Come on, Pop, let's go on.
Shut up. Don't you think you've had enough?
Put it on the slate.
Look, let's go, come on.
It's Nick.
I want another beer.
Thank you. I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, soft as a veil.
I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, soft as a vapor in the Oh.
Come on, son. Let's get out of here. What's been keeping you? Can you handle him?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I can handle it.
It's a shame. His wife.
Pop! You're going the wrong way.
All right.
God, Pop, you make me sick. You know how Mum hated you boozing? Why couldn't you say sober just for once, just for her sake? Everyone's laughing at you, everyone. I'm not ashamed of you.
You shut your trap.
No, I won't.
I'll knock your block off.
Can't, you're too drunk.